But what does that leave June right now? Junpei felt a cold lump form in the pit of his stomach. A feeling of sickening anticipation washed over him. He could feel his body shivering. He desperately did not want to know the answer. He feared he knew already, but he had to ask. He had to know for sure.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Seven looked at Junpei curiously and ran his tongue quickly over his dry lips.
Kurashiki.
I mean, I knew it was coming.
Name was Akane Kurashiki.
I mean, saw it coming, but something inside of Junpei stopped. Even the first time! This game is very predictable at times. It's very not at other times, but even because I knew this dude was a detective. Even the first time that Clover had mentioned the girl and didn't finish getting her name out, I was like, it's Akane. It's somehow going to be Akane, and here we are. They're going for it. He had no more words left. He had no more Junpei left. It was a shell of flesh and bone. Seven turned to Snake.
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
You want to say something, Junpei? Because I think this is important information at this point.
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective.
Junpei's mind was blank, withdrawn from the world. Somewhere far away, he could hear Seven and Snake talking.
Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q.
I think I know who is. Her name is June. It would make sense that the number... I mean, I don't know why they would have to go through all that. Like, I don't know where that leaves that, but, like, it makes sense.
I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Her surprise seemed to be genuine. Seven regarded Clover for a moment, rubbed his chin thoughtfully.
Well, I guess I believe you.
Clover nodded.
All right, let me ask you another question.
He stuck his hands into his pockets and took a few steps. Then he stopped and turned to face them
Santa's
again.
real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's
Yeah.
Akane's brother.
Yeah.
You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother, but I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now.
It's not. I mean, I understand why you wouldn't recognize it, but it's not.
I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection.
Well, my painfully average hearing was. Again, I know it's not a real situation.
As such,
but
I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
that spark caught flame in Junpei's laden mind, and the fog began to clear. Like an engine beginning to turn, images and thoughts began to coalesce in his mind, coming faster and faster, forming bigger images, bigger thoughts. Junpei blinked. He was back.
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like, a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that there was a dead dude we didn't... Oh, man. That dude seemed cool. I thought he would be like a really cool antagonist for like the second game or something. I'm just saying.
What?
Come on, man. What kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, all right? Cut me some slack.
Hey, Junpei, you want to tell them about June? I think that'd be important.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary Project. Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister. That's why he killed them.
No, I don't think Santa actually murdered anyone.
In fact, Junpei didn't think. He knew. He couldn't explain why or how, but he had no doubt that Santa had killed no one. Perhaps the madness of the last several hours was finally driving him insane, but Junpei had ceased to be surprised at the sudden knowledge and had even begun to accept it.
If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
Snake, Clover, and Seven all nodded.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
What you're gonna... I'm just saying. There was an axe in one dude. He pretty much did murder. Like, technically it was Ace. Like, technically he murdered two of them, but at the same time... I'm just saying.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
He did get his revenge in the safe ending. I wonder if it's going to be here. There was a moment of silence.
What?
And then the room shook. From far away, they heard the sudden rush of water.
What the hell's going on here?
It must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Shit!
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How?
Jordan held the picture was a key card. Junpei grabbed it.
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
I'm assuming it's going to go back to... Junpei, look! It's unlocked! I'm guessing it's going to go back to it right after. Hurry up, Junpei. We don't have time. Let's go... Yeah. Oh my god. This is going to be fucking insane. Holy shit. The door opened and they stumbled into the library.
Huh. I think the shaking stopped.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
They ran across the hallway.
This exit needs the Uranus card, too.
Straight for the large metal door. Next to the door was the Uranus card reader.
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
They slid the key card through and the door rumbled open.
All right, it's open. Let's go.
Let's go. Out of the library and into the hallway they ran. At the end of the hallway was a door. Junpei reached into his pocket and pulled out the key as he ran toward it.
Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work.
He turned it.
Yes! I think it unlocked.
The lock clicked. As one, they shoved the door open and poured through. How? How is there so much left? In front of them was another great metal door. Above it was a metal plaque.
It says incinerator.
Incinerator!
So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Junpei ran up to it.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it.
As he spoke, he pulled the lever. The motor in the door groaned as it slowly ground open. There was no time to
Let's
waste. As soon as the door had opened, far enough to admit them, all four dashed through. Again, why are we just diving into an incinerator? Am I the only person who finds that weird? Also, how? Suddenly, there before them were the four who they parted from earlier. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. They're just still here. Anyway, Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door. Santa was curled up in a ball against the wall of the incinerator holding his stomach. And then there was June. She sat slumped against the wall, exhausted.
What the hell is going on?
Junpei ran toward June. He skidded to a stop in front of her and
What's
knelt
wrong?
down.
Are you okay?
Her face was pale and her lips dry. When she spoke, he could barely hear her.
Don't be. You came to get me.
I don't know who you are. I'll be honest. I don't know who you are.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm very interested. I mean, I don't know.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
She mumbled the same words over and over, weakly. And Junpei could feel his heart breaking.
What happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Is she really a ghost? Like, is she actually like a ghost?
You shouldn't worry about me.
Yeah, there might be some truth to that. She was looking towards Santa. Junpei turned to look as well.
Santa.
Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at
Hey,
him.
where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him.
Don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Fuck! Oh, we're back here again. He did indeed have the revolver in his hand. It was pressed against Lotus's temple. Ace had her pinned to him with the other arm, and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was sweat on her forehead. When her eyes weren't flickering up to the gun pressed against her, they seemed to desperately want to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
Seven's deep baritone rumble shook the walls. Ace sneered.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
Your pain. Your pain. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your pain. Okay.
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Junpei's voice was casual. Or at least it was trying to be.
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
Junpei couldn't say. He just knew. Another unexplainable mystery.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go.
Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in the small indentation on the wall. Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner.
First is 1. Give me your hand.
It beeped, and he forces.
8. And with this,
Then at last, he reached into the pocket of his jacket. He pulled something out and pressed it against the panel. The third asterisk appeared on the red. Fuck, he's got the 9, which means we're 6 of us. Even if there is a second, way to escape, we're fucked. Unless, hold up. We have the 6th one, right? We still do have 6, but we don't really need it. He can take his off. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck. 2, 3, 4, 5. That won't help with it. That won't help. Okay, whatever.
9.
The thing he had used for the final verification was the bracelet with the number 9.
The 9th man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game.
His smirk made Junpei's blood boil.
I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is.
Junpei's eyes flicked towards Santa. He hadn't moved since they had entered the room. Santa was still holding his stomach and groaning as if in immense pain. Junpei wasn't sure if it was real pain, but he wasn't sure it wasn't either.
What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending.
Santa's got a last trick up his
I
sleeve.
suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait!
Ace, of course, paid no heed to Seven's request and laid hold of the lever on the red. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it. So the true ending is we all burn to death? Oh.
What? Why isn't it opening? One more time.
Lois tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp, but... that didn't work, did it? At the last second, he grabbed hold of her and wrist shoved it into the red.
Open!
He waved number 9 bracelet with the red and bracelet as well. He pulled the lever a second time.
No! What is this? Why?
Why?
The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Ace's fury and confusion had overridden all other thoughts. He had set down the revolver. It was just below the red. Seven chose that moment to act. He moved far faster than the man with his bulk should have been able to, and he launched the bulk straight at Ace. Jesus! It was over before they knew it.
No!
In the blink of an eye, Ace was on the floor. He rolled onto his side, groaning in pain. Lotus ran straight for Junpei. She darted around behind him and stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it.
Seven stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy.
One punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you're dad, and I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head. Junpei walked toward him. He stopped, looked down at Ace with pity on his face.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Did he?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Why'd you kill Musashido? He peered at Junpei, genuinely confused.
Oh, right. You don't know yet. Alright. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone.
Junpei's gonna go back with 7 and be like, yo, hook me up for one of those detective jobs, because I'm on fucking point!
You killed him without making it look like you killed him.
So,
The way I figure it, you had 4 motives.
oh,
1. In the nonary game, whoever
Yeah,
happened to
yeah.
adding 9 to end.
Junpei, you're just a fucking insane person.
You wanted 2. You want so that, in fact,
And we already heard all this.
even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew you needed to silence 4. But last, and perhaps you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know. You convinced him to break the rules so you. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki.
If I'm Ace, I'm like, what the fuck? Because it's like, obviously, it's in his, like, he thinks about it and it's like, what?
While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki.
I see it now.
Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid. But his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me.
Again, we've heard all
Whatever
this.
the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided the murder weapon was... You just waved it over the red. Verified your own... Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
I wouldn't call him poor Nijisaki. He was also very much involved in this.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new.
Except I have these weird-ass robes on. I don't really know where they came from.
Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead.
Alright, I gotta get one more drink, because I didn't realize how long I'd fucking be here. Holy shit.
Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
I still hate him.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Although, his character has me mixed. I love his voice actor, and he seems like he's pretty well written. His motives of just being like a fucking psychopath. I mean, I get why, I guess. Ace's self-derision was frustrating, but Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death.
Yeah, I think I need to too.
When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you were able to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse.
Oh.
All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest.
See, now how did you know this? You're just a good detective at that point.
One blow was all it took, and then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
You right?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace.
That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out.
Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. It's a folded piece of
What's
paper.
with the paper?
Just read it.
Junpei took it and opened
Let's
it.
see.
This is what it said.
Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
What? How was he supposed to win then?
Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours.
Oh.
Do as you please.
Never mind.
0.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido,
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace had confessed everything. What energy he had left him with the truth, he sagged on, I don't know. What energy he had left him with the truth, he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet. But among the revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who'd murdered those 3 men. Junpei spoke quietly.
You figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe and a... Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're a simple man. Fucking pleb.
By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Junpei looked over at Santa. Hi, how's it going? You don't think I forgot about you, you little rascal. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaky.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
What the hell are you talking about?
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Yeah, what about the other Kurashiki that supposedly died 9 years ago sitting in the fucking corner? I don't know, I just want to know what's going on with that. Seven's face was sad as he spoke.
The memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki. No doubt about it.
What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is what the fuck is... Also, the fucking music stopped at the weirdest time.
Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Santa's smile was sarcastic and something
Well,
else.
I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary.
It's that little June fake over there. I know, it's gotta be. It's fucking gotta be. I don't know who she is, but it's gotta be her. Or, I guess it could still be Snake, but that just, I don't know. It just doesn't add up. Like, I feel like he could have been helping, but I don't think he would have been the main person.
But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose.
It's an experiment.
There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister.
Yeah, no, I'm just confused on how that works.
To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw...
Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went as wide as dinner plates, and he spun around toward June. Junpei followed his gaze.
What?
She is gone. Oh, now we got ghosts! We got ghosts! She was gone. Where June had been, there was nothing.
The hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
Seven began to mumble to himself. A strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face twisted with effort, as though he were struggling with something he couldn't see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know, I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy noise. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly began to turn. Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured.
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time.
Okay, now you're starting to get the Danganronpa levels of
It
recapping.
was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine.
So you did do a second experiment.
There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was the 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you?
Yeah, but that seems like the biggest, like the thinnest plotline so far.
I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nichisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
The answer to that was easy. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent it to him through the morphic field set. Oh! I'm the other person. I'm a fucking dumbass. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. The river flows from top to bottom, single in 2 branches. You're just talking about branch storytelling at this point. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backwards. Information is the same way. It moves from past to the future, never flows backwards. That's why people at the river source in the past, will never know about the downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about the other one either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens to either fork of the river, even though people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. Good point. You know, good point. You got a point there. But I am also 0. Excuse me? No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I'm less than 0. Okay. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Whoa. What the fuck? Where did I go? Oh, no, hold on. Sorry. Not the right thing. Where did I go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover... Ah, shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Did no one want to pick that up? We're stuck here again. You know what? Just go. I'm going to go away real quick. So we're back here again. No one wants to pick up the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Because no one else wanted to pick it up, I guess. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having the gun on his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take the gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either. He just looks trained. Guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered door. It's just two people. The hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit. They're out. Okay, hold up. There's no way he's gonna kill me. What did I do? Now the gate's shut. So the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. Seems to be alright. Well, guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Just gonna say this for a second. I'm guessing that I person is an actual character, not me. It should be me, but it might just be another character. The way they said it, I'm gonna be Zero in 9 years. I will be Zero. I suppose that means it is an actual character, but I don't know. Also, does that mean I'm gonna die? What did I do? And what about, like, Snake and Clover? Where's... I don't know. Maybe Snake did do it all. I don't fucking know. Let's keep going.
You mean we're trapped?
Why am I stuck in adventure?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
Why?
No, you can't be serious.
No, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9? There's the red. Yeah, alright. We can do this. I've just got to... No, it's not going to work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. Is there any combination that will
Junpei,
work?
can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need them. Ever again. What is... Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Is it me that has to stay? Hold on. 2, 4, 7, 8. No. Wait, what? Oh. I'm not missing anything, right? It's us 4. Us 5, and that won't work, right? I don't know. She certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. Huh? Oh, man. She doesn't look very happy. Well, hey, no. What is... No need to be reading out pages like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got her away from her. Maybe now I can look at what she was writing. Let's see. What am I missing? Hold on. Oh.
What?
And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Fuck. We're doing this again! We're doing this again!
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Oh, where the hell did that come from? It was like she expected... expected that as much as I did.
Without, if you're not, look, it'd be bad, all right?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
That's a good one.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, all right? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
I'm just saying, I think it'd be better if 4 of us get out rather than none of us get out. Like, this is my thought. I don't know. Like, if it were me being left behind, I would want you guys to go too. Just saying.
Me too.
Wait, he said...
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
a little bit, yeah.
You're all idiots.
We're all gonna die. We're gonna all burn to death. What's the point? Nice stuff as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry. Oh, you little
That being
bitch.
said, however,
Little baby.
However, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
That's also a very real possibility.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why?
Maybe it shouldn't work for him.
Digital route should be 9. It has to be 9. Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
It works. He pushes everyone through. We're fucking going, assholes.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through that door, we can't get out. Still stuck in adventure. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we can get to the whole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. This ain't it. What the? What is this? So what? It was a Kane? Huh. That's strange. I don't know about that, but whatever. You know what? Let's go with it. This thing is all filled with twists and turns. We'll move this down. I was watching. I guess I gotta give her the Akane voice. Or stereotypical girl voice. I had watched everything that reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums, I heard. So are we Akane? Am I Akane? Am I Connie? This is weird. Imagine you mention it. I have always really liked Junpei. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Like, okay, are we talking about like forever since you died, or like just since I got on the ship? Because if it's been forever, I have some explaining to do. I don't think you'd be feeling the same way about me, so I'm guessing it was just since I got on the ship. For the morphic field set, we were resonant. We were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. Unless I was there at the other place. I don't know. It started with a tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. Oh, so no, it was whenever I came onto the ship. A bomb had gone off in the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonance even melted into him, and we became one. My resonance of him melted into him, and we became one, inside of Junpei. Somehow, I found myself in Junpei's mind, 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. Okay, one was in the present, and the other was in the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That was my brother, Owie. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. I'm sorry, this is fucking great. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl was watching them begin to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It has been 2 hours since the nonary game began. We were starting to fall apart. Just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake. Well, I got that.
Hello, everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around
I
him.
have a little sister. She is very important to me.
Oh, cool. We all have people we care about.
Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Oh, so her actual name is Clover, so we know her actual name. Interesting. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 four-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted.
But somehow I was able to hold on to them.
I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is... well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her.
She's 3, so we're fucked.
Since it's her 9th birthday...
Oh, shit.
I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate.
She's 8. Oh, God, of course. I mean, it makes sense. You want to do... Okay, I'm not going to...
Every one
expand
of you
on that.
has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover.
Apparently doesn't. Apparently Santa doesn't. Or Owie.
For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand?
God, the score for this game is actually kind of good.
If we're going to
Kind of fire.
there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another.
Fuck.
If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words.
Fuck.
So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us, and I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you...
Oh, sorry. Sorry. When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Again, I don't know why everyone's initial thought is to go into the incinerator. Like, I can't imagine that's a good thought to do to start. Anyway, before long, we found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was only 1. But if there was only 1 door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do?
Wow, these guys fucked it. Like, that's bullshit.
There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already. We were in an incinerator, after all.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration. Automatic incineration. Please evacuate the... Repeat. Emergency incineration.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? that sound good?
My brother Howie swallowed hard and answered,
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
burn, burn, burn.
Incinerator.
Can no one else read? I mean, they are young.
That voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened, and a man appeared. He was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him Seven.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like Seven had said it did. The four of us who had stayed behind were saved by Seven. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down into the hall. We came out of the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Howie, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9, were before us. Were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran, leapt across as many stairs as we could, and kept running. The stairs spouted upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they caught up. That was when I realized.
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
Oh, you've got to be shitting me. You've got to be absolutely kidding me. She died because she dropped my present? I don't give a shit. Just get out of there. Your presence is you being in my life. Or Jumpy's life, sorry. Junpei's life. That's not me. I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it when we slipped out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of it. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me, up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back to the stairs, and freedom! The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongu. Gintaro Hongu. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his
Come
mouth.
with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, 4, 5 steps, 7 steps, walking at your door. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongu's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
Phrasing? I'm sure you could have used something better than that. There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongu to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongu.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Somebody help me!
Then, suddenly, the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Howie burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongu.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
Ah, you're too late, idiot!
there's the fucking junior high bully again. Ah! Hongu threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet, and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongu stood between it and me, but behind him, I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongu. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongu glanced at me, mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would have considered a human being. And he turned away and walked toward the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen and tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though there was nothing more than a rock as though I was nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Then it started again.
Warning.
Yeah.
Emergency
I've heard that a lot.
incineration will begin in
Junpei vision! Whoa!
18. Please evacuate the...
Holy shit. Man, I knew it was gonna say, but that was one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it.
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
She has no fucking idea.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will be 17.
you know what that means, right? What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
They love each other so
How the
much.
hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
Oh my god.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor. It's moving. Well, this is new. What else can I say about it, but...
What the hell is that?
Yeah. Back to Akane vision.
What is that? What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened, and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took the place, and I forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see is the reflection of my own face. I'm looking, kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but saying it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, all right? Everything's gonna be okay. God, man, I wish this thing would just shut up.
Incineration 15.
Yeah, 15 minutes, okay. All right, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. What the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Oh my god. Oh my god. No. I gotta use the restroom again. We're all tense, lady. That does not mean you get to just shove people
It's
around.
turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that... Oh. Yeah, at least it's on now. It's on the screen.
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across the 5x5 grid. Numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle. How do you work? Oh, man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Feeling that. Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. We're back here again. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I'm sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window of the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongu. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
Simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
Oh, really? I didn't know. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongu, struggling to hold back hot tears.
A terrible person! I hate you!
Yeah, me too.
Oh my. How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice.
Yeah, you're not very nice
I'm
either.
quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty, you see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongu left the room, he scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. I ran to the door with 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
He's got a point there. He's got a point. I hear Hongu's muffled voice across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
What?
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh... No, I'm sorry. His horrible laugh echoed across the room. Oh, I don't know why I hit that. Back to Junpei Vision? I was crying great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on my sweater already, mom's spaghetti. Okay. And my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest, as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. Oh, wait, it was a gift from Junpei. Still. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me. Jumpy. Help me. Help me. Help me. Jumpy.
Help me. Help me. Oh. I get it now. 9 years later, I would be 0. She is 0.
Jumpy. Jumpy.
You're not making it easy.
Please.
I will. Just
Help me.
let me get to it.
Jumpy.
I will. God, that killed me.
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me. I think Snake may have figured it out. Nah, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear, I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy.
Fuck! You know what? You're going, like, right here. Just right here. You know, no, get on this side. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly. Like he was right
Jumpy!
there. I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy.
That's her. She's there. Then that means... Oh my god. We're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Akane!
Are you in the incinerator right now?
Yes, I am. How did you know?
Because it's hot. It's hot, Don. I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Probably should get going on this puzzle.
Jumpy, we don't have time.
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all this means. I know why the non-air game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it. There's only one possible answer. June is. 0 is. Yeah. She recreated the history. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means. So we're not even talking. We're talking like literal like time manipulation here. I don't know. That means there's only one thing for me to do now. Even if this is also some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will
You should probably get working on it.
6.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. Apparently, Jumpy was over there just thinking to himself, just messing around, not helping me.
Yeah, I
know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay! My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Are you 12 in this? Or a 9? Like, I don't know. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now, let's have a look at this thing. Okay, I was going to point out, I also don't know what's going on. Get numbers all over this grid. The panels are all out of order. Just need to switch these out. Staring at this isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Should I step out now? Because you ain't doing it with me. Like, that ain't gonna happen. I'm stupid. Oh, fuck me. Oh, no. This is bad. This is not good. Oh, what? When I press hint, the numbers appeared on the empty spots on the grid. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. The square at the bottom. Why does it stay blank when I say hint? Here. What could it mean? What? The match? Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. Oh, well, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Once there's 3 with 5, the hint number increases by 2. Okay, yeah. I bet the hint just adds to the surrounding numbers. Okay, so... Fuck. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. Yep. So... Ah, fuck. Well, that's an issue. Shit. It's just trial and error at this point. Put 5 back, actually. Okay. A? Okay. Then S. Switch it to, any one of these. One of these has got to do it. We're almost there. That's it. Is that not it? So most of these answers should be 2 digits. But each square only a single digit, that means calculate different way. Digital roots. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Do you not want 9? Fuck, you probably want like... Probably want 5. Okay, you want 5 probably. Okay, let's do it the same way. Let's do it the same way. What were you? Okay, let's do it the same way. Let's do it from bottom to top, bottom to top, bottom to top. Give me 9, give me 9, give me 9. Or 5, sorry, 5. We want 5, we want 5. Oh, no, don't switch that one, don't switch that one, sorry. Switch this one. Yeah, we switch this one. W? No, there's not a good one to switch it with right now. O, R, P, 5. 5, S, 7. Let's reset. Let's reset this. Nah, it ain't it. Ain't it? Alright, that's fine. We'll figure something out. Let's do this one then. Actually... Yeah, I know. I got it. I got it. Okay, whatever. Whatever. That's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. I just need to do this. I just need this. Okay, so... Let's try to make this 2 real quick. Whatever would end up that. Not that one, 2. Fuck. You're not making this easy, are you? Okay, good, good, good. So we'll make... No, shit. Put it back. Let's make this 2 as well. Perfect. Okay. Now, can we get anything to make it equal 5? Nope. Oh, wait. No, no, no. You wouldn't want that, would you? Never were going to make this easy, were you? I'm sorry. It's probably been more than the allotted time you've given me, so we're not going to talk about it. If I miss a letter, whoops. So, let's just swap this. Stays the same. D would be 4. I already know this is right. There are no 4s on the board, but I know D is a 4. Oh, so D is a 4. If we can get... Okay, because I know I needed a 4 earlier. Let's just reset it real quick. We don't... We have a 9. We have a 9. We have a 9. R. So swap you first. Swap you first. Okay. We need 3, I think. Perfect. Swap you right here. I was wrong. We need a 1. Okay. Well, that works out fine. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Swap you. We need 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, no. Fuck. We need this one to be minus 4 would be 4. We have a 4. We have a 4. We have a 4. We have a 4. God, I mean, I'm stuck here because I don't have anything to put here. We don't have a 2 anywhere. Fuck this game, dude. All right. We have to switch out this 8. What? Password. How does that help me? Wait. We don't have enough for this. I don't know why I thought this would work. That didn't work at all. Yeah, that wasn't even close. Yeah, you have to be up 2. You have to be 2. Yeah. So S, which is 1, make you a 3. Make you a 3. Make you a 3. Make you a 3. Yep. Yeah, okay. Then I can just make you go down 4. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Well, yeah, we got to. Okay. 7 down 4. It's 3. Okay. We gotta get rid of that 3 first. Stop! I got it. I'll get it. I'll get it. I swear. I can't believe I got 9 so easily. No, you're not. It's not what I wanted to do. I get it. I get it. Stop. How do I get you? That doesn't help. Yeah. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. I'd still be stuck with this one right here. Yeah, it's not gonna work. And this one right here. Okay, if I can get these 2, it's not gonna work. What? I don't know. I'm fucking confused. Oh my god, this fucking game. It's killing me. Holy shit, this game is killing me. Wait. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. It fits down here, doesn't it? I had it right the first time. I had it right. I just didn't get it on the bottom. 5. Password. Wait, it fits. Oh. I actually had these written down, so... What if it's the numbers? Okay, so P is 7. A is 1. 1 1. 7 1 1 1. Because S and they're both 1. W PASS. W is 5. O is 6. R is 9. 4. Akane, you want to help with this one? Because I ain't got nothing. Let me make sure those are right, because it should just be... L would be 3. That doesn't help me. S. 21. M is 22. I'm just gonna... L, M, N... O... P... Q... R... S. Yeah. So S is 1. A is 1. P would be... The rest of them, yeah. Game, you lost me. You know what? You had me in the last one, which was kind of bullshit, but this one, you just lost me. I don't think this fits, but... It's not it. It's not... It's like, this is not it, but... It also does not fit. And, well, I guess this fits. I'm a telepath. The screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one? I can't go back to that one. Return! Incinerator. Puzzle. The answer ended up being password. And after it was an extra space, the 9th square. Oh, shit. Let me just do this in calculator. Well, I don't need it. It's 5, it's 11. Plus 7 is 18. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 6. Is it just 6? Well, how do you... I don't know. I just don't know. Wait, I'm stupid. I didn't... 7. It would be 7, actually, because I'm stupid. Not that it really matters, because it's not a puzzle. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm guessing it wants 8. The number after password in the puzzle screen is 9. Excuse me. I don't know what it's asking for. This game makes me just... Oh. Do I just put in 9? Oh my god, that's so dumb.
Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
That's so dumb. I'm sorry. That is so dumb. You just wanted me to put in 9?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Well, if you did, you'd be dead.
Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I don't want to break up the space-time continuum! I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed.
Huh.
Incineration system has been disabled.
That's strange. I'm worried. I don't know where it's gonna go. We
It
did
worked!
it.
It worked! The incinerator shut down!
Yay,
It worked!
we did it. Yay. Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. I'm guessing her mind was... I'm hoping told her. Can't quite believe I did that. I can't either. But I am so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Oh. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
It's like we're on a call.
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over to the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hangu had left behind. There were the 2 bracelets. The fuck does it go from here?
Now.
I just have to hit the enter key. Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
Ah, shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes... Right.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, now there's no motive, Snake. Or not Santa. Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again, and again, and again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? Got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
What if we did fuck with the space-time continuum and we have to die? We go back to our lives back then. I don't know. Wait, of course. That's what the numbers show. That's what the numbers showed. That's what the numbers showed up. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. Oh. Is that all of us? Yeah.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out.
Oh, yeah, I think I would have actually understood that, because... Of course! We just have to put the right numbers into the red, and...
Incineration 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time, don't have much time! Yeah, sure, but they can just trust me on this one, or we are all fucked! Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Verify your numbers on the red.
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
That's great! Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Incineration will be 10, 9,
Just do it!
8, 7, 6, 5.
Oh, we're gonna just sit on the fucking edge here, aren't we?
Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has...
Haha! Suck it! Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, not time to be happy. Time to go!
Hey, we've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go, let's go. Okay, they all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No time to be calm. We're not done. So I gotta find the dead. What can I say? Almost too easy.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
No, I died. I didn't make it through. I'm sorry. I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. Shh. She goes. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried, and I'm still crying to this day, actually. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun to count down to death. I looked away from him and looked around. The door had already been closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongu had dropped on the scanner panel. You're lucky, because I would have forgotten. That was it. I would have forgotten them, because I'm a fucking dumbass. But I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective we'd called 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes wore wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oi was right. It was time we got moving. The mission of Hongu seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs, up to freedom. Time for more running! But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the ret. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Base?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9.
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D...
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
That wasn't a P, by the way. Hope you know.
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15,
H is 17. I is 8.
K is 20.
M is 23. Oh,
Yeah, and? What comes...
Oh, it was a Q! I'm an idiot.
Q.
26.
And what does that mean?
Wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q. A fucking lowercase Q.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm going to tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are going to burst. Maybe take a short rest. No, okay, stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. Hit me, man. There's stairs left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like I'm running along the back of a giant cold dragon. Finally. More panting, 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 panting. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei. No time to rest. Pull yourself together. We're almost there.
I'm gonna open it.
You're almost there. I don't know who's talking to me, but apparently it's me
Yes.
talking to myself.
We're finally here.
Please do.
Sure. You look like a big, heavy door. It's the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open. You're gonna open now. Open sesame! Ah, shit, that didn't work. Is that really the only thing standing in between them? I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped between the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone. Allie whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. It was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yeah. Oh god, yes, finally, air. Also, I can't see. Yeah. Damn, that sun is bright. Yeah, I can tell. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, it does look quite like... Wait.
No way.
You've got to be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
What? Huh!
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
What the fuck? I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. Also, the gigantic sunk. No matter which way you look at it, I'm just saying.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there, with mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Boy, I'm ever glad to see you. Don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Oh yeah. Right, our bracelets. Guess we really got a good look at the underside of these things. Let's see what's inside of you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Honey.
Junpei. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Yeah, there's only about 9 years of life in between you guys, but I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know how any of this works. Is it over? Is it just ending? Is that where it's gonna end? I knew it. Fuck. I'm gonna let it roll. Let it roll. Make sure it ends. Make sure I don't miss any end-credit scenes. God. It's been 9 hours. I didn't think the ending of that was gonna take so long. 14 minutes ago? Why did I get a Snapchat at 14? Okay, whatever. Wow. Alright. While this plays, if something happens after, I'll fix it. Oh, that's... Okay, I want some of the volume. Jesus. Game was fantastic, man. That was insane. I see why it got 2 sequels. At least 2 sequels. The other 2, I'm going to have to check it out. Obviously, there's one other in this game, but from what I heard, it doesn't have voice acting, and I don't think there's a remake of the second sequel yet. The third one, I guess. I don't think there's a sequel of that one. Man, I gotta check it out, though. I don't know what's gonna happen. God. It was very interesting. What the fuck? I haven't seen that before. It's crazy what people can do with fucking writing stories, dude. Jesus. I'm kind of speechless. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'll Hold up. It's ending. I want to make sure it's ending. Still something more.
Are you okay?
Oh, fuck. There is 9 years of life in between us.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see.
That's unnatural.
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Why are you taking on 5 8th graders?
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
This is fucking strange. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. Sure is nice of someone to leave it for us. Outside the building, keys in the ignition, gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now we're screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. You can go down a little bit. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. Still can't believe we let her drive.
Woo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around. And there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right?
We didn't die on the quote-unquote ship, but I don't want to die in the car.
Sometimes even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
You're not big, you're just strong.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
There might be a
Car
need.
Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
So she is alive, like, right now.
There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
What? Okay, so we do have a while to go then. It wasn't over yet. I see. Ah, shit. God damn it. She didn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. Throwing up a lot of dust. Oh, we're back to here. It was a couple hours after we run into we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. Excuse me, what? The moment we saw them, what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious. What the fuck?
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them, quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. Oh, can't say that now. You gotta say, I don't know, something. Police person? All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps.
Run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where the tooth had fallen out.
I guess I could have.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Beat him real good, real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Oh. I was about to like, what?
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plunked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Ace. Well, I guess I should say Kentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Oh, yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty. No emotion. Looks like he's just given up. Wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces.
That was never gonna work, my dude.
I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
You burned a kid to death. And, well, sure, we somehow managed to go back in time and save her without destroying the whole time universe thing, but...
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little
My
nosy.
next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
Lord Gordain!
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soperin. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on Hongu. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. So no, I can deal with this shit?
Here, this is for you.
Do I have to, like... Oh, this was before that she left.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved his arm out toward me. In his hand was a doll made of small yarn. Yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Joey, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Oh.
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
I think I'll just hold on. No wonder she went back for it, man.
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Oh, that's why he was shaking up when he called it. She called herself June.
So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
What?
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this.
I mean, I know it's coming from a kid, but this is... Okay.
So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
I can't be hanging out with someone who's insensitive. I'm sorry. I gotta go put this on Twitter now and cancel you. It's just how it is.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I'm not gonna say anything. I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
I'll never forget you.
Except when I die, however long after this is, like next week. Jumpy looked straight into my eyes, said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of the evening. Just the 2 of us, leaning gently on against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. Still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June? But how? Well, it's because I tapped into the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright. Let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied, but no. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Why would he have lied?
Huh?
What?
Oh, hi. No way there's ended on that. That can't happen. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. I want to throw it back here because the desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on the shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. No. Fuck you. No. What? No! That ain't it. That ain't it, Chief. Oh my god, that's how they fucking ended it? Oh my... I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this shit. You can't... Okay, that was interesting, though. What was it talking about with Seven? And that? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Oh my god. I don't know. Anyway, I've been live for 9 hours. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm trying to think of words to say. That genuinely is one of my more favorite games I've ever played. I think it's one of those definitely hidden gems people don't talk about a lot, because I've never heard about this game before. It got onto Xbox. I think if more people played it, I think it would be similar to. I think it probably has some kind of cult following. I think it'd be similar to. I don't know, some other games. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know. I think it's one of those that I wish would get some more airtime for sure. What happens when I hit B? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to pull up. Dude, I can't see this again. But, we'll just leave it at a loud noise startled Junpei awake. Let me just, no. Yes. Holy shit. It was so good, too. But not much I can say about it left, other than, wow. I don't expect them to even answer the questions in the next game. Maybe they do? Because, like, can I leave? Wow, I can't even leave back. I don't know. It is very interesting. Was that just like a joke ending? They couldn't have been. It's the true ending. Like, that is canon, right? I'm not. But again, it's like, how does that work in the grand scheme of things? Did they come back? Because it would make sense, I guess. And then apparently there's a difference between June and Akane, which actually kind of started to make a little bit of sense. I don't know. That is interesting. And maybe I'll look up some theories on that shit. I don't know. Game theory. Yeah, that's going to do it for me. If you watched all of this, you probably aren't watching this in 2022, but God, that was insane. I don't know how this is going to be split up on YouTube. If you were watching this on Twitch, all power to you, man. If you were watching this on Twitch, you gotta leave a follow for me, man. You gotta leave a follow if you want to watch some more of this stuff. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to YouTube if you want to see more stuff like this. You can go to my Twitch, which will be in the description of these videos. You can watch this live. But yeah, I don't have much to say other than that. If you guys enjoyed, like I said, leave a like on the video or follow on Twitch. Subscribe if you want to see more if you're on YouTube. And until next time, it's Lucas signing off. And I'll see you guys later.